Hey guys, I'm out here on one of my favorite places, Centennial Gardens in Houston, and I feel like I just got a message from the trees because I was thinking something and they told me speak on it. And I've been waiting. I said, you know what? When I speak, I've got to have this entire speech prepared, and I want to bring out my boards and everything because I've got so much to say. But really, what I have to say is quite simple, and it should resonate with all of us. And it's important that we speak this and that we admit it. This shit is hard. This shit is hard. Life is hard. Living your best life doesn't look the way we present it. Living our best life doesn't have filters. It doesn't look cute. It's not on vacations. Living our best life is fighting for our most righteous mind. It is clawing for our soul. It is uprooting things that are not going to paralyze us, and it's pushing forward. And the reason that it's hard, and the reason that living your best life takes that sacrifice, because if it is your best life, okay, if it is your best self, you don't arrive at that. Have you ever done anything grand or great? Okay, Venus and Serena, whoever you can think of, the people that are champions and masters. Yes, they're living their best life, but the expertise, the time it took, the focus that they had to have, the mindset, the environment, everything that had to be conducive for them to get to that level didn't look like standing there with the championship trophy. That came at the end. So again, even though I wanted to have my dress suit on, talking about, some of my testimony, and even though I wanted to have my boards out and write down these 4 points and everything, I had to be willing to do the same things that I always preach about, which is being authentic and bringing who I am in the moment. And this is what it took for me getting up from that bed, for me stopping the rehearsal in my mind of I never reach my potential. Something always gets in the way just as I'm flying and I fall back down. I didn't put on the dress suit, okay? I put on the colors, the camo. I didn't have the business wig, okay? I had the hair, the colors, the natural, bringing all of myself out, up into the world, into the nature, the force that we have to be, and then we have to tap back into what makes us feel good and who we really are and how we shine, how we slay, how we dive into, and how we work this thing out. So, I took a break from social media, and I made a post the other day, at least, on my story, that said I'll constantly and continuously, even while I'm on there, only dedicate no more than a certain amount of days, less than half a week, sometimes 1 or 2, on this venue, because in order to live my best life, I can't be around the crowd. In order to be a revolutionary, you can't always be aware of what's around you, right? Because how are you going to be a visionary? And how are you going to dream big and dare big and do big and greater and appreciate in the process and have gratitude for where you are, who you are, and what you have? When you're bombarded, it doesn't matter how positive it is. It doesn't matter how empowering it is. It doesn't matter how historical it is. When you are bombarded, right, with everybody else's lives and testimonies, it creates a sense of relativity. So I'm just here to say this shit is hard. My marriage, my life, my career, everything, it takes serious belief, first of all, and effort. And my dog is walking off. And it takes a continuity, which doesn't mean, come here, baby. We're out at the park, which is how I restore and refresh, and that's why I had to deliver this. That doesn't mean we don't take breaks. I've had about a 2-month break, and my husband told me, and if you want to take 5 months more, take it. And I said, it's time. But so continuity doesn't mean that you don't stop, that you don't pause, that you don't take deep breaths, that you don't reflect, that you don't have moments of failure. It means you ultimately finish the course. Finish the course and know that this shit is hard. It's ugly. It's going to require you to get outside of yourself, do other things. It's going to require you to separate yourself from what everybody else is posting, looking like, doing, and forgetting the fact that your story is not some upward climb that's just posts and posts of success and triumphs and this many people and this clicks and these came out and that events, okay? That's not how life works. Life is like this. Life is like this. Life is like this shit is hard. And woo, I came up from that. Wow. Whoa. Now I know how joy looks like. Now I'm so grateful for it. Wow. Now I can go back and tell that person and pull this person. Woo. Now I can focus and have the clarity. Wow. Now I have the understanding and the testimony because this shit is hard. And so in order to have the sanctity and the smile and the joy that never runs out, I've got to admit that. I can't pretend that it's not. And matter of fact, I've got to be grateful for what I do have in the process and be willing to block out those things that are telling me that everybody else has it this way and you just ain't and you just not and not enough and it wasn't meant to be and whatever else. Get that out of here. It's just hard. It just ain't easy. Okay, but Tiger Woods, it just took him however many strokes to get to that point. So know that everything that is happening is purposed and it's meant to be. And that the climb in the journey, it's building those muscles, it's building that strength, it's building that spirit, that testimony, and that character. And the moment of victory isn't at the top, it's in every single breath where you're still able to talk about it and tell about it and push forward and gain new awareness and just so much more pages and chapters in the journey to be able to pass on in this testimony of life. This shit is hard, and you know what? It's worth it, and it shouldn't look like anybody else's, and living your best life won't be pretty to get there. Peace and blessings. I hope you guys have an abundant weekend and just get focused the fuck on you because the shit is hard. And if you're distracted, you're going to get to the end of your life and have nothing but Facebook posts and TV shows and nothing real and genuine that ever came up and out and long standing from it. And you deserve that. Heaven is here. Hell is here too. But we have many heavens that we can experience if we're just willing to push through the hell and know what it takes to reach our potential, maximization, destiny, and limitless journey, potential, and power. Peace. Ashe.